Tea and Chat.
Chat with tea.
Tea Chats.
Tea Chats. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha, and we're cousins. Grab yourself some tea and get cozy because we're ready to chat.
Yeah.
So we've done a little mix-up of our podcast. We now do 2 episodes a week. Our regular bookish podcast episode is going to be on Fridays.
Yep.
And a more chatty episode that we've titled Tea Chats is going to be on Mondays. The episodes were getting really long, and we felt like we wanted to separate the bookish stuff from just us chatting. Mm-hmm. So whether you want to listen to just books or you care about what's going on in our lives and the things that we randomly talk about, you'll be able to choose, or you can listen to both, which we would greatly appreciate.
Yeah.
Like to plug, please rate and review our podcast if you can. It really helps us, helps people find us since we're a new podcast, help us get up there in the charts.
Yep.
And it's really appreciated.
And also, if you haven't listened to our bookish episode this past week,
yes, episode 20,
we discussed The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So head over and listen to that.
Yes, it was our first OLIB book club book. We tried something different. We did a live stream where we chatted about it. I think next time we're going to do a more
structured.
Yeah, like read as you go.
Yeah, I think we kind of want to do like a by this date, read through chapter 6, and then we'll discuss, it maybe not at a specific time, but just kind of have an open thread so everyone can jump in when they have time.
And read about what other people think, because sometimes people see things that we don't normally see.
Yeah.
And that's why I like bouncing books off of you.
Yeah, so then we can kind of discuss it throughout the month maybe, and maybe it'll give more people an opportunity to jump in. And
yeah, they don't have to schedule a time. I know everyone's busy. We're busy, so they don't have to schedule a time to actually participate.
It was fun to do.
It was a lot of fun. It was nice having the conversation. Yes, exactly. It was a little overwhelming to like do all of this at once, but we just like to just dive right in there with this kind of stuff. Exactly. I heard a little bit where people wanted more of the book stuff, and it seemed like the chat was overwhelming one episode, and then the bookish stuff was overwhelming where we didn't chat a lot. So I thought it was a good thing to we asked everybody, they all agreed, so we all we cut it into 2. About the OLIB book club, we did curate a box to give away for The Hate You Give. It's inspired. We are going to put that on our Bookstagram, our Life in Books.
What's it called?
Am I okay? Is it underscore?
Yeah.
Yeah. At Our Life in Books _
Correct.
So look for the post, and you can win it. We'll put all the rules and everything.
Yes.
So if you're a big fan of The Hate You Give.
And Angie Thomas,
because she's amazing.
Equality and
all
the themes.
Books of people of color, because we really need to push that.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's that. So what tea are we drinking, Elizabeth?
So we are drinking lemon meringue green.
Yes.
Sorry, it took me a minute. I was like, what is it called?
We're on a green tea kick.
It's one of the tastiest green teas I've ever had. It's got the lemony notes, but it's like a good dessert tea.
Yeah.
I always try and find those teas where I don't know about you, but after I eat a meal, I always feel like I need to eat something sweet.
Yep.
And so I always try and find teas that kind of give me that, so I don't
go snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I think this tea kind of does that.
Oh, yeah. It's very spring, and I am drinking out of a yellow Namaste mug that we found in the Target dollar section, and it makes me feel like I'm drinking yellow, just so you know.
Oh, my God. Did we say it's from Adagio? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But anyway, it's from Adagio. It's a seasonal tea, so get it while you can because it's only going to be around during spring.
Yes. And with this podcast, we're probably going to be a little bit more relaxed and chatty and not very formal, except for, going through our normal intro and then talking about what tea we're drinking because it is tea chats.
Right. But it's going to be heavy on the chat.
Yes, heavy on the chat.
We have a lot of things to say about a lot of things.
Yes, we do. And sometimes we get off topic. A lot of the times we get off topic.
What's the topic?
The topic is no topic, no rules. First rule about Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club.
Don't talk about it.
And now you can listen to us drink because we're not going to talk. Yeah, I got Elizabeth and I these mugs in the dollar section. It was $5 at Target. But they come with the little
the tea
infuser.
Netting.
The little net for the tea.
Oh, no.
Infuser, but it kind of stinks it doesn't have a little handle, but I really like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because the very first day we used it, they're metal, so it burned my little fingers.
You're like, ow, 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 ow.
How are you supposed to get it out? Oh, I guess don't use that hot of water.
Or be careful and don't be spazzy like us.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, that's never going to happen.
Well, the first thing I want to chat about is Elizabeth told me I talk too fast, which I knew, but...
The thing is, you talk fast normally, but when you're reading... You talk even faster, and like you don't even say some words.
I skip words.
Like you skip letters and words, and like I know what you're saying, but I don't know if everybody else would know what you're saying.
Listeners are trying to understand you. Yeah, so I think it's because when I read without reading out loud, I skip words in my head and fill it in. I've always read like that
because you're a speed reader.
Yeah. So I skip like the and like simple words I can fill in my head, and I tend to just so it's very hard for me to read out loud, and I get nervous, so I read faster. So I'm going to work on that.
I think it's really funny though, because I can't read like that at all. I cannot. If I skip words, I don't feel like I'm immersed in the story, and I like my mind starts to wander. So I have to read every word, and I have to be like into it and focus.
Yeah.
But if I've tried that before, where I tried skimming and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Really?
No clue.
I feel like when I'm skipping the words, it's just helping me, like I don't know why, but my brain fills them in, and then my brain also is like picturing it, I guess. Yeah. So like for me, like when I'm speed reading, I'm so into it that the words are just like a vice to get the pictures into my brain, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I struggle with reading on the podcast. I will try to read slower. I'm sorry for the last time I read like anything in this podcast, because I think like the horoscopes was bad.
Oh.
Because I have to edit this, so I listen to it, but I just talk fast normally all the time.
Like I said, I know like you talk fast. Well, we both do talk fast normally.
Yeah.
But then when you're reading, it's like, what?
What was that?
What?
Could you repeat that? I think I've always talked fast, though.
Yeah.
I think you have too.
Yeah.
A lot of tea. What's up? So, yeah, my bad. Elizabeth's like, you talk fast. I was like, crap. Hope no one else noticed that.
Also,
oh no.
This is the other thing I noticed. When you were reading the synopsis.
Is this pick on Samantha day?
I mean, I love you, but you brought it up.
Okay.
When you were reading the synopsises to me, you read fast, and then you got to like a certain point, and you just like trailed off, and you read it to yourself. And I was like, it's okay, I didn't want to know what that was about anyway. It's fine. I'll look it up
during
later
the podcast.
Myself. No, on our way to Iowa City yesterday.
Yeah, because I got frustrated because I read fast. And then I was like, there's too many big words, and now I'm annoyed.
You just like trailed off.
I can't be bothered.
All right.
I can't be bothered. I can't remember what book was it.
We were reading the synopsis of
the books you're going to see. Got it. Yeah, I got frustrated.
It's just so funny.
It's like my brain is like, this is too hard. Let's go to the next subject.
Yep.
You got
next.
And I'm like, don't care.
Speaking of next, what are we talking about next?
Okay, it's supposed to be a chat, not a badger Samantha with her list of things. Well, I got another thing I'm mad at you about. So
that's fine.
I brought Love Island into your life, then you watched it without me. We had a deal. She was going to catch up to me on season 2.
You knew I was close.
And then
I only had 2 episodes to go to catch up to you. So
no.
You knew I was close. Yeah, because you told me you were at 34. When did you tell me that? Because we talked about like where I was.
Yeah, I thought you were only like 4 episodes away.
What did I say?
2.
What did I say? Whatever. It was close. You knew I was catching up.
I wonder if anyone knows what I say means. If you know what that's from, let us know.
What did I say?
What did I say? So anyway, so she started, and then she was supposed to text me when she got to the spot I was at, so we continue watching together, and then we could both freak out at the end.
Well, I didn't. Okay, the thing is, you were busy that day. I knew you were busy. I knew you weren't going to be anywhere near your computer or your TV. So I was like, I don't want to put that pressure on you. Yeah. I'll just watch it. And
what day was it? A Saturday?
It was a Sunday. So it was the Sunday you were back home.
I was visiting my grandpa. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was busy.
So see, I was like thinking of you. Because I was watching it when I was taking pictures, and I was I'm not going to be able to stop because I'm so close to the end. Like, I'm going to have to finish it.
Yeah. I don't blame you. But I feel bad that I haven't had a chance to now watch them. So I'm going to watch.
Like, we need to talk. Like,
we do need to talk.
That's definitely going to be a topic.
Yes.
Going forward, because so much happens between where you're at in the end and, like, my opinions of some people change.
I can't believe that. I'm so excited.
Some people that I really liked, I'm really kind of upset about it.
And then you did the thing that we all do, is research the crap out of them once it's over.
Honestly, once it starts and I start to get to know the people, all I want to do is Google them and find out where they're at now. And I'm like, I can't do it.
Because it's such a spoiler. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Okay, so I plan to watch tomorrow night while I'm working on stuff, and then hopefully catch up, and then we can chat about it next week.
If anyone else has watched Love Island, please let us know.
Yeah, and also if you haven't, you need to start. It is so addictive. And I can't, even your husband is addicted to it, even though he doesn't want to admit it.
He has to walk away because he doesn't want to watch it, but it's so compulsively watchable.
It is. I don't know what about it, but I love it so much. And then we both haven't seen season 3.
Right.
And
you've seen season 4.
So I watched season 1, then I skipped to season 4 because it was happening in the now, and I wanted to like be able to like tweet and like know who people were talking about.
Right.
So season 3 is going to be interesting because we both haven't seen it, and then season 4 I'm going to rewatch because season 1 and season 4 are my favorites.
It's so funny how like you get attached to the characters because like so season 1 was the first one I watched, and I was like, this is going to be my characters. They're real people. I'm an idiot.
I didn't even catch that.
So like season 1 I was watching, I was like, these guys are always going to be my favorite. They're the OG group. Like they're going to be my favorite. Especially when I started season 2, I was like, oh, I just want to go back to season 1 and like see all those people again. And then by the end of season 2, I'm like, how can I love another group of people more?
Mm-hmm, exactly. And to be fair, I still follow people on Instagram from season 1 and season 4, my favorites. Like, I just still follow them. Like, I still see where they're at and what they're doing because I love them all. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I really like, and I love British people.
My only sad thing, which this is not a spoiler at all, but so many of these people go on to get different plastic surgery kind of things.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it. A lot of people have body dysmorphia.
Right.
I think I do because I look at myself and I don't like what I see, but then a week later I'll be like, oh, that was fine. What was I thinking? You know?
Yeah.
So I think these stars who look at their faces all the time, especially YouTubers or personalities who after they get off that show, they get all these brand deals about like they have to post selfies. Like, it sucks because like they feel like their faces are need plastic surgery. And I'm like, what? Your imperfections are what make you you. And I've never.
There is one person who changes the way they look.
Is it
season
2? Oh, season 2? Really? Oh,
that
no.
I was a little bit upset about.
Really? Okay.
I'm not going to say whether it's a guy or girl, but I was like, the thing that you changed about yourself made you unique and made you
stand out.
Yeah, it was like the charming part about you.
Yeah.
And now you look like a fake person and it really bothers me.
I always think of Dirty Dancing, the lead in that, how she fixed her nose after that role and then she didn't get any more roles because her nose is what made her unique and beautiful in her own way. And that's why I get mad at my flaws, but I'm also like, they make me who I am and they make me look different. Why would I want to look like everybody else?
Right. And I also feel like the older I get, the less I care.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like the way I look, like, just don't look at me.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
Like,
I just try not to nitpick, like, stuff when I'm editing either. Because I'm like, okay, the only person that's seeing these things is me. Mm-hmm. So I just tend to not focus on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sucks that people have to do that.
It just makes me a little bit sad.
Because I remember the girl from season 1 we were both upset about.
Yeah. Well, just, like I said, it makes me sad because it's like, that person had... some issues with that part of their body or that whatever.
Well, yeah, and the internet sucks. People probably pointed it out constantly. I can't wait to see what people say about me.
I understand why they did it, but at the same time, it just makes me upset because it's like, why couldn't they have just been the person who had the flaws and didn't care?
Yeah, exactly. You look at, I think... For me, working with Photoshop and photography and stuff, there's so many ways to manipulate photos to make them look unrealistic. I follow this Reddit called Fake Instagram or something like that, and it just shows how people here's what they look like and here's what their Instagrams look like. It's fake. All of it's fake. Magazines, everybody started to burst your bubble. That's fake. It's airbrushing. I can do it in Photoshop. I've done it in Photoshop for people.
Yeah.
So it's unrealistic. And that's why I refuse to post anything that's not realistic on anything that I post because I'm like, I'm not a model. I'm not someone who loves selfies or is good at them. It's just just me.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
Have you seen Jamil? I'm probably saying her name wrong.
Okay.
Have you seen her tweet? She is on
The Good
Place.
Familiar. Oh, okay. Yep.
So she had a tweet not too long ago where she found this picture of herself and kind of tore it down because of all the Photoshop that happened.
Oh, yeah.
And she was
she
was really upset. She's like, why did you do this to me? This isn't what I look like. My arms have never been this skinny. I don't look like this at all. And, I just think that stuff like that, I always say, she's doing God's work. Like, she's doing like some really important things for body image and women. And
definitely, because we are held to such high standards, and I'm sure a lot of women feel it. You know, I do. Like, I catch myself doing it a lot, where I'm like, oh my God, she's so pretty, and then I'm like, but it's a photo. I don't know her in person. Like, I'm not saying she's not pretty, but like, I'm like, oh, she's so skinny. Like, how did she get that? You know what I mean? But like, one, it takes hard work, and
also like skinny doesn't.
No, it takes hard work to be in shape. Sorry, I should have prefaced that. I'm just not good at working out. I was in sports. I like sports. I don't like going to a gym.
Yeah.
And also, I just don't trust anything on the internet.
Right. Yeah.
Especially because I can do some of it. So it's like, okay, if I can do some of it, there's definitely photoshopping done out there.
Yeah.
It makes me sad that girls, like young girls, grow up thinking that that's like the norm. Because I grew up not thinking that. I mean, I wasn't big into magazines, like looking at other women. I kind of was just like, oh, this is how I'm shaped. And I have insecurities about it, but this is it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about getting a Patreon. We're dabbling. We're in the idea phase. We're in the planning idea.
Brainstorming.
Yes. Planning idea phase equals brainstorming. I couldn't think of that word. Yeah, I don't know. We see a lot of people doing it. We see the pros of it.
Yeah. I think it could be a fun new way to interact with our audience.
Yeah, we're trying to just basically figure out how to interact with our audience in a, like, I want it to be like a club, like a little fun, like little society where we're just like all hanging out together, and there's no, I don't know, we've run into some definite people out there that are trying to, I don't know, be the high school bully.
That's cause drama.
Yeah. And I really just, it always turned me off from those things. And so I'm just here. I just want to talk to people. I want everyone to be nice. And I want a place where we can all like chat about stuff and have inside jokes and like, you know what I mean?
Have a more like intimate setting.
Yeah. And I want the people that listen to our podcast to know each other and get to know each other. Because like, I feel like I was talking on Twitter. I actually tweeted at a girl because it's so hard as an adult to make friends.
Yeah.
It is difficult. I joke all the time. Someone needs to make an app that says like, instead of like Grindr and what's the other one?
What is it called?
When you swipe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Grindr you swipe too. But
we're both too old to have ever used that app.
Oh my God, right? I never did that. Tinder. But for like friends, because it's so hard. How do you even make friends? I don't know. I still don't know.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of hoping to get out of this. It's like,
to be fair, I've never been good at making friends. So that's a thing.
I'm good at making friends. I'm not good at getting close to people. Like casual friends. I'm hoping that will help us. So I hope Patreon will help us with that.
Yeah,
so we have
got some ideas.
We do. We have like, maybe behind the scenes, maybe bloopers, maybe an extra podcast or video just different things that.
Another idea was like a chat group, like a separate chat group where just.
What's your place? I can't remember what's called. Slack or Discord, whichever we pick. And just have like a little area just for us to like chat with each other, and I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Yeah. But it's still in the brainstorming phase.
I think it would be fun too to have a group of people who actually care about the podcast. Yeah. And then we can kind of throw ideas at them and we would get responses. You know what I mean?
Because right now it's shooting in the dark, really. Yeah. We're like, oh, this is what we like, but we don't, besides the book of the Our Life in Books book club, that was the only thing people really got participated on. And I know people are probably like really busy.
Well, and I feel like if we had a more intimate setting, maybe people would be more willing to speak up too.
Yeah, because I feel like Facebook, even though it's a closed group, is still very broad. And I think people do want like a special little app that they have to get just to chat with us and chat with everybody else, and we can talk. Like, I want to know people. I don't know. I want to get to know everybody. I want to be friends. Be our friends.
Does that sound weird?
Are we being weird? Okay, we'll back off.
This is why we don't have friends.
Yep, this is exactly it. All right, we're backing away now. What did you think of the live show?
I was really nervous like all day for it, but actually...
You were super nervous.
It actually wasn't that bad because like I couldn't see what was going on. Yeah. So like I had the live up on a tab on my computer, but it was like 3 minutes behind. So I couldn't see me. I couldn't see what I was doing. So it was like
having a conversation,
podcast, but I also knew that thing was on. Yeah. So like it wasn't, I don't know.
We kept waving at our computers, so we looked like idiots.
Sorry.
We're like, hi. Oh, shoot, that's the camera over there. I liked it. I was kind of like hoping more people would come that read the book, but I had talked to some people and they got caught up because, again, we were talking.
Yeah.
People can't just stop their lives.
Right.
People can't just stop their lives. We had, people who were on phone calls or, are not feeling well. And so it was fun. I hope that they can go back and watch it later because I know some people do go back and watch them. And yeah, we're gonna try something different next time. I think we could still do live things.
Yeah, well, I think the unboxings are fun, and I liked having it up here.
I did too. I think we just need to figure out how to point. So we couldn't figure out how to point our phones like at both of us
because we're across the table from each other. So like normally on the live, we are sitting right next to each other. Like,
actually, what I was thinking is we should just like sit at the edge of the table. Were you thinking that too? Yeah, because we kind of did it in our podcasting like areas, but I think we're gonna do it at the end of a table. But I did like that people could see. Yeah. Because before it was just like us being awkward and looking at stuff and looking down at the ground.
Right. Yeah, they couldn't see what we were unboxing.
Exactly. So live stuff is fun. I think people are really into video. I mean, I am one that loves video. Yeah. So we're definitely up. Yeah, I just want to like hear more about what people think and keep talking about book things and other things and
all the things.
All of the things.
All the things.
I'm glad we did it. And I'm excited to do the book giveaway, the book box giveaway. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. We've had fun, like, coming up with ideas for what to put in it.
Yeah. And just to, like, because we both complained that there wasn't a lot of the Hate You Give memorabilia out there.
Yeah.
So we're like, we'll make some ourselves.
And then it's going to be exclusive to the box.
What's up?
You better enter.
Exactly. I've been listening to the last podcast on the left. Like a lot. Because they do a similar thing where they do like side stories and they just chat. And I just find it really fun. I am into chatty episodes where I don't have to. It's like having The Office in the background. You don't really have to pay attention to the story or like,
Yeah.
It's just like.
I get in moods where I just want to hear someone talk. And so like I don't necessarily need a story that I have to pay close attention to, but I want to hear someone talk.
Yeah.
I want to be where people are talking, but I don't want to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I listen to a lot of podcasts where it's like two people chatting and just about like their lives and what's going on in like pop culture or in the media or just whatever. And I just enjoy those.
Yeah.
But I was listening to this one and oh my gosh. I was like, sometimes I can't listen to the murder podcast like too much. I get so sad.
Oh, no.
Just because it was about like just really unstable person. It was back in like the 50s and 60s and they were mentally ill. They had schizophrenia and it's like
it wasn't really diagnosed then.
No, they just
and even if it was, they didn't get the help they needed.
No, like I won't spoil it. But basically it was about this guy who like had schizophrenia and his parents were abusive. I don't want to go into details in case people don't like that. But when he was having episodes, he would like writhe on the ground and like yell like.
Yeah.
And they just put a lock on their door so he couldn't get in.
Oh, my God.
That's what they did. And I was like, oh, my God. People are awful.
Well, how did you do that to your child?
They adopted him to work. They wanted an offspring to work. And that was his job. And that's what he was here for. And if he didn't work, then he could be sent back.
Oh, my God. How awful.
Yeah. It gets even worse. So I'm not going to say anything else. It does make your heart hurt. Speaking of heart hurts, no. So I heard today, so we talked about the Michael Jackson thing last episode.
Yeah.
And Barbra Streisand had a quote. She kind of, I don't know if it was taken out of context. I don't know a lot about it. Said that the abuse didn't kill the two boys. Let me see what she said. She did come out and apologize. But what she had said was, she told the Times, you can be molested, in air quotes, but those children, as you heard say, they were thrilled to be there. They're both married and both have children, so it didn't kill them.
Yikes.
Yeah, and she said, I feel bad for the children, but I also feel bad for Michael. I blame, I guess, the parents who would allow their child to sleep with him. Why would Michael need these little children dressed like him in those shoes and dancing in hats? So then she apologized and said, I'm profoundly sorry for any pain or misunderstanding I caused by not choosing my words more carefully when talking about Michael Jackson and his victims. Because the words as printed do not reflect my true feelings. I didn't mean to dismiss the traumas these boys experienced in any way. Like all survivors of sexual assault, they will have to carry this for the rest of their lives. I feel deep remorse, and I hope that James and Wade know that I truly respect and admire them for speaking their truth.
Wow. I am curious, though, if that's not what she intended or what she meant. What did she mean?
I don't know how you can not mean how it came across.
Right.
And it's the Times. It's not like I always crap on the Onion, but it's not the Onion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just an update, an interesting thing of people like standing up and saying opinions about it. So your new obsession is Beyoncé.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I've been on a music kick lately instead of podcasts. Like, I've been trying to listen to different podcasts, especially the ones with stories, like we were just talking. And
Yeah.
I cannot get myself to focus on the story. So then I'm like, music.
Because you don't like focus, yeah.
Right. And I've been listening to, Alex created a, like, rap hip-hop playlist. And he just keeps adding songs to it. So it's super big. And I'll just, like, hit shuffle all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, a song by the Carters came on, and I was like, why don't I listen to more Beyonce? Like, everyone talks about how much they love her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Before I started listening to hip-hop, like, recently, it was more, I was stuck in a rut. I just listened to, like, emo and, like, you know, all my go-to faves. So, anyway, I've been listening to Beyonce, and I'm in love.
Yeah, and I was showing her
I'd like to profess my love for Beyonce.
Formation on YouTube, and we're going to have to listen to more of Lemonade.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I remember when Lemonade came out, and I knew all the things surrounding it, but I never really listened to the songs.
You knew of it, but you were like, I don't know anything else besides that.
Right? Because I'm dumb. I don't know.
You were just stuck in your emo ways.
And I still am. I still go back to those
same.
playlists all the time, but I'm really loving this kick right now because I've been listening to a lot of Logic also.
Yeah, you'll have to send me that playlist.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back on iTunes, Apple Music. Well, and it's not a bad thing. It's just I really liked how Spotify would curate playlists. So, like, it would take all the songs that you like and it would curate a playlist for you. And I just liked all the playlists because I could, like, follow people that I like and they create playlists and you can listen to them.
Yeah, I feel like Apple Music is a lot more like you create it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But so what happened was I went to go use Spotify, and if you don't have Apple Music, at least one song downloaded and in your playlist, and I couldn't figure out how to just download one song into my playlist, that you can't use it with my car. And I was like, well, I barely listen to music at work with my phone. So I'm just gonna go back to Apple Music, I guess, which I wasn't mad at. Yeah. I mean, I can still listen to Spotify. I just have ads, so I'm like, this is okay.
It's just so funny because I've never used Spotify, never.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh my God, Spotify is so popular everywhere else.
I know, but I just use Apple Music because like we make a lot of our own playlists, but also my favorite thing to do is like if I like an artist, I'll go to the
album,
the Essentials playlist, because Apple makes an Essentials playlist for all like big artists. So anyways, I always go to that. That's what I've been listening to on repeat today is the Beyonce Essentials playlist. But it's so funny because it's Beyonce, right? So it's not just her songs by herself. It's her songs with other people. It's her songs with Destiny's Child.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like
Destiny's
it's a lot of. And the thing is, like, I can say that I don't listen to a lot of Beyonce, but I'm listening to this playlist and I'm like, I know most of these songs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And she's been in the industry for so long.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you see that funny thing about Paul Rudd and how he never ages?
Well, I've seen a lot of things about that.
I think it was a BuzzFeed article?
He's a vampire.
I love him. He's
too.
Funny. I'm surprised you don't watch Ant-Man because he's in it.
The thing is, I just can't get into superhero movies.
I can't believe that. I love superhero movies.
I just can't. I don't know. I can't do it.
So basically, they did like a pictures like next to each other.
Yeah. I think though he's one of those people that like when he was young, when he was like in his early 20s, like 18, 19, early 20s, whatever, he looked older than he was.
Exactly. So
as he's aged, he's just grown into his face or whatever. I don't know.
Dear Paul Rudd, you've finally grown into your face. Congratulations. The article was Paul Rudd's response to a question about his anti-aging secret was perfect. So they like put a bunch of pictures. Yeah, I will. Okay. Actually, I'll do that right now. So there's they like line up a bunch of pictures, like of him, like from all time periods.
Yeah.
You see it, and then it said people are like, right. Why does Paul Rudd ever age? I'm getting suspicious now. So they had a Clueless reunion at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. So like people were like freaking out because they like took pictures and everyone's like, he doesn't age. Like what is going on? And so his response was so funny. He said, I'm 80 years old on the inside. In here, he pointed his chest and said, I'm here. Pure darkness and a little moisturizer. I was like, I love him so much.
That's the funny thing, though. I think some of these pictures, like, he looks older
when he was younger. Yeah.
What is happening?
That's why everyone calls him like Benjamin Button.
Oh, so crazy. But I do think it's because he had, I don't know, like when he was 18, he didn't look 18.
Like in Clueless, he didn't look 18. No.
He looks older than he is, but not old, but just, and...
Because he's an alien.
And he also doesn't have like a lot of wrinkles or anything. So
I love him. He's really funny. Him and Tom Holland in the movies are really funny. Like you like the guy from oh my gosh, Jackie's gonna kill me. I can't think of his name. She's in love with him. Yep. Because he's Doctor Strange. Which I'm surprised you haven't seen that movie because it's really good. And
I don't like superhero movies.
Okay, so anyway, he's like he meets Tom Holland, who's Spider-Man, and he's like, hi, how you doing? I'm Peter, and he goes, I'm Doctor Strange. He's like, oh, we're using our made up names, and I'm Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
And then Ant-Man's the same, where he's just like, Paul Rudd is just so funny.
So is he? I don't know anything about.
Yep. Okay.
Is he little?
So he has a suit that makes him really tiny, but it also sometimes, but it's not safe for him, makes him really, really big.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and so they hire him because he is a thief and he's good at like stealing things. So
he's tiny.
Well, he's a good thief at a regular size.
Oh.
He's not. The suit makes it tiny. They scientists.
Is the suit big and then he puts it on and then it shrinks?
Correct.
I don't understand.
Yes. So a scientist.
Science.
There's a scientist who used to be Ant-Man, but he's too old, and so he finds Paul Rudd, who is a good thief, and he needs something stolen. So he gives him the suit that's the size of a human and puts him in it, and then he shrinks.
Does the suit also cover his head?
Yes, and he has a mask to breathe.
Interesting.
And he rides ants. Ant-Man. I don't know that part. I haven't seen Ant-Man in a long time. But Ant-Man and the Wasp Hang Out. So basically, all the movies have hints of the bigger picture. So that's what I like about it.
See, I think that's why that's one of the reasons I don't like it. Because I'm like, then I would have to watch all of them. That seems like a lot.
Yeah, it's really fun. I did it the other weekend. I
like, what if you miss one?
You don't. You just go watch it.
I don't.
Yeah. So like the last weekend, I wanted to watch the Avengers movie because the newest one is coming out, and so I rewatched all the Avengers, and I added some Captain America in there and some Iron Man. Okay, I'm talking to the audience now.
I don't know the difference. I mean, obviously, it's a Google away, but like Marvel and DC.
Yeah, it's just different.
But which one's which?
So Marvel is Ant-Man, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Captain America, like all of them, Iron Man.
Sure Captain Marvel's not DC?
Yes, because I just watched the movie.
Look on your face! Obviously,
I'll fight you. And then, oh, dumb idiot. I was like, I just watched the movie. What the fuck are you talking about? Fine, I'll beep it out. And then DC is Batman, Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, DC icons, right?
Yeah,
so like Catwoman.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Superman.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
So that's the differences. I love them both.
I feel like I would... I don't know. I feel like
DC is darker. So they have Suicide Squad, and they're like way more like dark with it. And then...
So that's more my
yes.
style.
And then like Marvel went more like funny and action-packed, I guess. They're both action-packed, but I enjoy both. I did tear up during when certain people died in the DC universe.
I was going to tell you, so we bought the new Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah, why? Okay, can someone please tell me why you can only buy it on Apple Movies? Because I want to buy it on Amazon, and I know they probably didn't get the rights. Why didn't they get the rights? Why is no one talking about this?
I don't know.
Because I don't have an Apple TV, and yeah, I would buy it on my laptop, but I already have all of my Harry Potters and everything on my Kindle Fire Stick. Oh. Continue. I'm annoyed.
Well, it's fine because we didn't get very far into it before I fell asleep. Alex watched the whole thing, though.
You are such a fake fan. I'm going to start watching it with your husband.
I just can't. I don't know. I can't. I'm an old lady. I can't get through a movie. It took me over a year to watch the first Fantastic Beasts movie because every time I watched it, I'd fall asleep. And it's not anything bad with the movie. It's just me. Like, I get comfortable and I fall asleep.
Now when it comes to Harry Potter, I love Harry Potter. And Lord of the Rings.
I do too. I just...
You get comfortable when you fall. You're narcoleptic, I swear. Because when I stay over, I'm like wide awake and you're like asleep, and I'm like, great, now I'm gonna do.
I can't get comfortable. I'll fall asleep. I
Yeah.
never used to be like this though.
No,
it's just recently.
Yeah. Well, like when I look it up, it's like you can watch it on YouTube, Vudu, VUDU.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. And Google Play, and I know Apple as well. But like Amazon Prime, like you can't download it.
It's weird.
Yeah, right? And I don't like I read on finally found on like some little subreddit, someone was like, oh, they must not have got the rights. And I'm like, yeah, but are they gonna get them eventually? Or is this literally they're just never gonna get those movies again? I need to know this now.
Well, do they still have Harry Potter?
Oh, that's a good point.
I wonder if they like lost or they're because for a couple of years there was no Amazon app on the Apple TV because they were in a
Gotta
dispute.
fight. What was that?
What did you say?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Did you break?
I think so. I was like, because they got into a fight, but I said it really weird because I got into a fight. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I own them.
But yeah, they had a dispute and like they couldn't agree on pricing and whatever.
Yeah, because they're doing...
so I am curious if like, is Amazon just difficult to work with? Are they having issues with this now too?
Yeah, well I know that YouTube and Amazon got into a fight and now the YouTube apps is no longer on the Amazon Fire Sticks or anything like that. So you have to go to like the website. You have to go to youtube.com.
See, now we finally have it. Because, like, we have Amazon Prime, but we could never watch Prime shows unless we watched it on our laptop because we couldn't get it on the Apple TV. Now we finally can, and now we're so used to not doing it that we don't. So, that's my story.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out if you can, because I own this movie, but are they there? Like, they're there because I bought them, but can...
Sign out.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
I guess I could use Safari.
While you're doing that, I'll tell you about another thing I watched. Okay. And I only watched half of it because I watched it while I was taking pictures. And that was the day that I read The Hate U Give. So I didn't really have the time to watch anything. But anyway, I started the documentary, The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Ooh. And if you are someone who listens to a lot of like true crime stuff, you already know who Madeleine McCann is and all the stuff that happened.
What is this on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh my God, you're right. I just went to... sorry to interrupt.
No.
Amazon Prime, and it says this title is currently unavailable. Our agreement with this content provider don't allow purchase of this title at this time.
That's what it is.
So they're in fights. But what do they got to fight about? Money?
Yeah, I'm sure it's money.
Ugh. Stop ruining my life.
Oh my God.
Well, like I don't have that many.
I assume, it probably has to do with licensing and all that.
So like expired or something like that?
Probably. Someone's probably
who hosts Harry Potter in this watch? Who is that? Disney?
Universal?
But that's Disney, right?
Overall, yeah.
So Disney is coming out with their own streaming service. I wonder if they're pulling it from everywhere.
Not comfortable.
I was itchy. I have a wing. Crap. Well, I already own them on that. One complaint I have about it is because you can't download it anywhere on, like, you can't download it on your computer.
Really?
Like, yeah, you can only do it on, like, the app.
Oh.
So if I want, like, can you do it on your computer?
I honestly don't know.
For Apple? Well, that solves that.
Probably.
Another mystery solved.
I assume because you buy it on iTunes, basically, and you can download songs. So
yeah, all of them are currently unavailable. That's insane. Think about that.
That is crazy.
Well, I guess that makes sense, so I don't know what to do.
But if you've bought it, you can still watch it.
Yes, if you bought it, you can still watch it. But if you haven't bought it, it's currently unavailable.
That's crazy.
That's so insane. I'm glad we figured that out. What the heck? Okay, so continue about this. Where are you watching The Disappearance of who?
The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. So it's a documentary about her disappearance. She's a little girl. Her family went on vacation. Her family, and I think it was some family friends, went on vacation in Portugal. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong. I can't remember exactly what country, but they're from the UK and they went on vacation somewhere else in Europe.
Oh, I watched a documentary. I think I watched
a lot of true crime, like podcasts and stuff have covered it.
I know I watched the Nope.
So the parents, so they were staying at this hotel. They had like a apartment size thing, and the parents, their plan was they will go out to dinner, and once the kids are asleep, they'll go out to dinner, and like the restaurant is not that far from the room. They can see like the window to the room where they're sitting at the restaurant. And so then every 20 minutes, one of the parents would get up and check on their kids. And so that was their idea.
I watched this on Top 5 YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. And between one of those times, the little girl went missing. And they really have no idea what happened. Like, there's some people that say, there was witnesses that said they saw a man carrying a little girl in pajamas. So it could have been her. It could have been any other little girl. There's a lot of people that believe the parents are trying to cover something up. Like something happened, like they gave her sleeping medicine to, make her pass out so they didn't have to worry about her while they're, and that maybe they gave her too much or that she got into something. And both the parents are doctors. So they think, there's this theory that something happened with the little girl and they're covering up her death because they don't want to lose their medical license.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess I don't know where I stand. I haven't finished the documentary, and I know I've heard about it before. I just don't know what to think because, these are parents who struggled to have children, and they had her finally, and then they had twins, and, you don't like to think the worst of someone to begin with, but also their parents. So, you don't want to think that anyone could do that to their children.
Yeah.
Who knows, I don't know. How career-minded are they? Would they do something like that in order to not lose their medical license?
I guess when I listened to it on Top 5, Top 5 is I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. They do mysteries, they do paranormal stuff. They just do top 5 weirdest camera things caught on video, or top 5 scariest last known footages. And he sometimes does. I want to say he. I don't know. He disguises his voice, and I think it's a he. But we've never seen his face.
I think you've talked about.
Yeah,
this.
He's really cool. I'm gonna say he because I assume because he could.
Is that a deep voice?
It's a deep voice.
Okay, so we'll just call it him for now because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And he went into it, and I kind of believe the theory of someone taking her.
Yeah.
But I don't fathom. I am paranoid, and I would not leave them in a room and somewhere I don't trust.
Honestly, I wouldn't either. When my kids are out of my eyesight, I need to know that there's someone else that knows exactly where they are and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Is some other responsible adult. Otherwise, I can't do that to them.
No.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if this had been me on this vacation, and obviously this is all hypothetical because these people did what they thought was right.
Yeah.
So, this is not victim blaming.
No, we're just saying what we would do.
If it was me and we were a big group of adults and we wanted to do this, I feel like, each night we would trade off who stayed in the apartment with the kids. And, one person just stays behind and you sit in the hotel room and watch TV and stuff.
Yeah.
While all the other adults go out or something. You know what I mean? So that you don't leave the kids all alone. Because they were all really young.
Yeah. That's the thing. There wasn't an adult, older kid there.
No, it wasn't like there was an 8-year-old or a 10. They were all really young.
In my opinion,
I think she was 3.
You don't go out if it's that close. You go get the food and the drinks and you walk them back to your place and you have it in the living room. That's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, well, we're all going to drink and eat in here. Mm-hmm. Someone goes and gets the food and brings it in here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a million different ways it could have played out, but again, we're not going to victim blame.
No, and I think they're probably trusting, and they probably felt safe. They probably this is a resort. We feel safe here. Mm-hmm. They're right there. I totally get it, but
because you could if I could see the window that my child is sleeping underneath, I would feel safe. I mean, you would.
Yeah, but we're both paranoid and we wouldn't do that.
No.
As just us two being who we are, wouldn't do that.
No, I know that I'm overprotective of my kids. I get that from Alex all the time. He's like, when are they going to be able to ride their bikes to school? I'm like, never. We live across town and they would have to cross a highway. There's no highways in this town. But that's how I think. So
yeah. Are you going to watch that Hulu document or that Hulu show that's about the mom who basically made her kid? I don't know.
I've watched a lot of
I've watched documentaries. I don't know if I need to watch a reenactment.
Yeah, I don't think I'm comfortable with that, I guess.
Yeah, same. Why though? Why do you I can't explain why I don't want to watch it.
First of all, I think part of it is because it's too soon. Like, it wasn't that long ago that this happened. And so I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like they're monopolizing on this tragic event. And I don't...
This poor girl's wasted life.
Well, and I feel like, too, like, it's Hollywood, right? So it's going to be dramatized. And, like, I would rather listen to some kind of true crime thing, like, where they talk about the facts of it and not see someone play it out how it probably didn't happen.
Yeah, I watched the documentary. I watched, like, I think ABC or Dateline or someone did something like that too. I've watched that. So I know what happened. I just really, when I saw it, I was like, I don't need to see that. I don't know why, but I don't need to see that.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I know some people are like really excited, but maybe they're not into documentaries and they want to see it and they don't know anything about it, which makes sense. But I'm just a documentary person. I'd rather get the facts instead of like the.
I'm just too much of a true crime junkie that I need the facts.
Nope, no, thank you.
No, but I do want to watch the HBO one about Adnan Syed.
Yes.
I really want to watch that.
When is that coming out?
So,
because we watched it
like week to week, and
we listened to the Serial podcast.
Right.
Of that.
I know the first one's out for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a series that they're going to like release.
So, are you going to watch them as they come or binge?
I probably will binge.
Yeah, I think
because we have our HBO subscription.
Why don't we share one? Why am I paying for my own?
I don't know. But we got it because we're going to watch Game of Thrones.
That's why I got it, is trying to get David to watch Game of Thrones. But right now we're watching Letterkenny. What?
Hey. If you're a Game of Thrones fan and you're a tea fan, Riddle's Tea Shop, there's a limited number of boxes, but she's doing a special game box.
Not Spawn. Continue.
Right.
We wish.
It's so it's going to be a Game of Thrones box. But you have to go to her post to read all the details. It just sounds
looks like Candyland on the top or on the box. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be like an interactive box. Yeah. You're going to get, I don't remember, 5 randomly chosen character teas. And then, so you're going to play a game throughout the season based on who lives and who dies and who gets the throne. And so I bought a box today. So I'm excited.
I'm telling. Just kidding. I have Game of Thrones stuff and I've never watched it. But I also was watching it, and then David was like, oh my God, I want to watch it. Please stop and go back to the beginning. And then he never came back. And I was like...
And now he doesn't want to watch it.
So do I continue? Because he's mad I never finished Lost.
Same.
And Jordy's mad I've never finished Friends. Everyone's mad at me.
You don't need to finish Friends.
I was like, listen, I was the OC kind of girl. I was Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about it.
I still watched all these other things too, though. I feel like I just watched too much
I went out and played outside. I was also a tomboy.
I went outside. We had a trampoline.
I was so afraid of that trampoline. Did you know that?
No. What?
I never liked being bounced high.
You sound like Weston.
Your children? Yeah, I know. I told you me and Weston are a lot alike.
Yeah.
Derry hates us. We're artistic.
Listen.
The last line.
What were we just talking about, though? I was going to say something about it.
Game of Thrones? Lost? Is that what you wanted to talk about?
I don't know. You need to finish it.
I know. I have... Okay. I like answers. I watch podcasts. Am I okay?
You get some answers.
Never. Ever. I just don't like watching it by myself. I'm not...
Okay. We'll watch it together.
Okay. That's what I told David. I was like, sit down.
It doesn't have to be technically.
No,
but we can do like we did Love Island.
Okay, fine.
Episode for episode.
Fine. I will give it another shot. But I'm just saying, I was already in season 2 and I was bored.
It's like one of my favorite shows
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
Office is my favorite.
Well, obviously. But like as far as drama goes.
Fine.
I love the sci-fi.
And I'm usually a big sci-fi. I don't know. It seems stupid sometimes. I'm so sorry. Okay, I promise. I take it back. I will give it another shot. Maybe it was because I was watching it by myself and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I know one to talk to about it because David wouldn't talk to me. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We'll have after we have to finish Love Island because...
Yeah, well, you haven't finished Love Island.
You haven't finished Love Island. Okay, it's been 56 minutes. Yeah, we should stop talking.
Time
out. All right, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. Our social medias are down below. Make sure you rate and review our podcast.
Yes.
Getting 2 episodes a week now, so we need to show people we're here.
Yes, please. Yes. It helps other people find us. The podcast algorithm is just weird. It's weird, and it relies on ratings and reviews.
Exactly. So. Help us out.
You don't really have to say anything specific.
No, you just be like, cool.
Yeah, right?
If you write cool, I'll know you listen to this podcast.
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh no, here we go.
You could put in your, instead of like a comment about the podcast, just put your favorite book or like a book recommendation for us.
I think that would be a really cool. I love that. And if you want to put your handle, we can find you and we'll follow you. Yeah, I like it. All right. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.